Okay. Hi, I'm Fong. So together with me in this group are Elaine, Sanxiang, and Auraza. So for today, next slide, we are going to present three common types of network attacks that can happen to our networks, and also explain the security that we have implemented or can be implemented in our network to prevent these attacks. So now I will pass to Aul to present the next slide.
Thank you. And hi, this is Mohammad On Raza. Now I'm going to present Una Computers Company, which has four departments in its company. For each department, we had to assign a subnet mask and IP address to accommodate the host number requirements. We are using four devices, which are three switches and one router, to build our network. Next slide. So what is a network attack? A network attack is an action deliberately to steal data and information by unauthorized access to an organization's or individual's network. The network attack can be divided into two types, which are passive and active attacks. A passive attack is characterized by a system or network data of an individual or an organization that is monitored but without any modification of the system. For an active attack, the attacker is not just monitoring or stealing the data but also attempts to modify the data inside the system, such as encrypt, delete, or create new data which might collapse the system. Now I will pass to Fungi to present more, and thank you.
Okay, thank you, Aaron. So I will going to present one of the common type of network attacks, which is spoofing attack. So spoofing attack is an attacker pretending to be a non-trusted source to obtain unauthorized access to the network. Then the attacker can steal the personal or company information and their assets or even spread malware to their device. Spoofing can occur in many forms, such as email, websites, phone calls, IP address, ARP, or domain name system. And next slide. Uh, there are two ways to protect the network against spoofing attacks. Configure secure cell and apply virtual private networks. In our network, we have configured the SSH for each of the device, router, and switches. This is to provide encryption for all the data transfer between the hosts over the network. We can also apply VPN, which provides an encrypted connection by creating a private network when using the public network. Then Sunshine will continue the presentation.
Thank you, Fengyi. This is Lam Shunxiang. I will introduce the MAC address flooding attack. MAC address flooding attack is a network attack in which an attacker connected to a switch port uses a large number of Ethernet frames with different false source MAC addresses to flood the switch interface. This type of attack is also called CAM table overflow attack, and it can take effect in a very short time. Once the MAC address table of the switch is full, an attacker can use a packet analyzer to capture sensitive data transmitted between other computers, and if the switch is operating normally, this data will be inaccessible. By configuring switch port security to prevent MAC flooding attack security, we can define the MAC addresses of non-device through which this device will access the network to configure a sticky MAC address. We can specify the maximum number of MAC addresses allowed on the interface. It is possible that more than one real device is connected to a switch interface. In addition, we can also specify actions when violations occur under the above conditions, such as shutdown, protection, and restriction. And next is Eileen to narrate.
Well, I will explain about the BPDO attack. If an attacker forces BPDO to attack a switch, the switch automatically changes the edge port receiving the BPDOs to a non-edge port and recalculates the STP, resulting in network flapping. DOS using a flood of config BPDOs closely resembling the previous attack. This attack continuously generates TCN BPDOs, forcing the root bridge to acknowledge them. What's more, all bridges down the tree see the TC SEK bit set and accordingly adjust their forwarding tables timers. When the TC bit is set in BPDOs, switches adjust their bridging table edging timer to toward delay seconds. The protection is the same as before BPDO guard or filtering. BPDO guard can use to prevent BPDO attacks. The BPDU guard feature is used to safeguard the layer 2 spanning tree topology against BPDU-related attacks. The switch port that has been configured with STP port fast feature must be connected to an end device. End devices are not general BPDUs because in a normal network environment, BPDU messages are exchanged by network switches. The STP port-fast BPDU guard enhancement enables network designers to enforce STP domain borders while maintaining a predictable active topology. When BPDUs are received, the BPDU guard operation disables the port-fast configure port. You can enable or disable STP port-fast BPDU guard globally, which affects all ports with port-fast enabled. STP BPDU guard is disabled by default. And that's all from our group. Thank you.